morning. In my last video, we covered the most compelling reasons that you should develop digital personas for your business, namely more effective communication, better management of clients, and a better financial return. Today, I'm going to bring you through the process of persona development. I'll break this out over two videos, covering an overview of the process and the first two criteria in video 1. And then in video 2, I'll cover off the remaining criteria that we use internally when developing personas. Throughout this process, I want you to keep in mind what you're trying to do. And that is ultimately to develop a better understanding of your clients by assigning them to particular persona groups. Each group will share similar characteristics and challenges. This will then allow you as a business person to understand how you should communicate to each of these persona groups, how you should work with them. It's important to bear in mind as well that all companies have a number of different products and services, so you will have a number of persona groups. You may have anything from 3 to 6 or even more persona groups, and that's absolutely fine. Just do bear in mind that 3 to 4 persona groups will constitute probably around 90% of your company sales. So do try and focus on the larger groups first. And then if you feel, having gone through the process, that you need to come back and relook at certain clients and where they fit, that's absolutely fine. But to a certain extent, less is more. Also, don't worry about having the characteristics 100% from the start. Individuals vary and not everybody will fall seamlessly into personas, but go with what feels right and you will see the insights emerging as you go through the process. So what do you do first? Well, we always recommend that you start by giving each persona group a name. Yes, it's a little bit corny, but it does ensure that you start thinking of your persona as a person right from the start. It humanizes the process and it brings your personas to life. I'm going to share with you now the main characteristics that we use when assigning personas, but do bear in mind there are any number of online tools out there available to help you with persona development. Certainly check out HubSpot and Social Bakers, two really good resources online for anything in relation to digital marketing. So we're in the B2B sector. We have 6 persona groups and we use 5 key criteria when assigning clients to persona groups: background and demographics, education, client demeanor or how they do business, and within this particular one we include preferred means of communication, digital use and understanding, and business challenges. So bringing you through each of these in a little bit more detail. Background and demographics. Obviously within this persona we include elements such as gender, status, income bracket, whether they're running their own business or in a middle to senior management role within a larger organization. We also include some non-quantitative criteria such as how important family is to them, what's their work-life balance like, what they like to do in their leisure time. A lot of that information, or the quantitative information, is readily available, so it's always a good place to start as a step 1 for your persona development. The next thing we look at then is education. This is important to us because it really demands us to communicate to different persona groups in different ways. So for example, is our client more into on-the-ground learning and development, or are they constantly looking at further education? Are they looking at continuous learning? So for example, that will dictate whether we send them detailed reports, whether we send them links to interesting data online, or whether we wait until we meet them and bring them through a top-line overview of what's happening in their market. It very much depends on the persona group. We hope you enjoyed this morning's video. Please do give us a call or contact us via email or any of our social platforms if you have any questions on the content. We look forward to seeing you again next week. Thank you.